Right. I told you like that, right? I'm gonna be straight up and honest with you up front. So once he does his confirmation on me, he's gonna say with the charges, then I can talk to you about it because then their part's done. Okay?
Oh, you guys charge me for the off-duty deputy?
No. What are you talking about?
This is fucking. I am not.
No.
Listen.
Local authority is, I don't think it's doable. It's not. It's not.
Hey, Cece.
Okay. So it is there. So okay. Confirm me. I'll work on the 30. And then more charges. Yeah, man. I'll get. How do you put it outside? Was that the battery?
No.
Do we already do confirmation? Good. We haven't confirmed it. Does the investigating detective deputy want to talk to him? Is this considered a light duty tow truck? Yes. Yes, light duty tow truck. So yeah, we're gonna take him back to ops. Okay. Find a place at ops and. Is there any guns, knives, drugs in the car that we yelled at?
There's no guns or knives that I know about, but there might be a pepper ball in there because this is right under the guy that I just fired him. So I mean,
Pepper ball.
yeah, the pepper ball guy.
Okay.
How much?
Yep. Okay.
Got a reek? What?
I might. I'm gonna watch him. Yep.
I don't understand what that means. Okay.
I'm gonna let you go. I need to stand with him. Okay. Okay.
So how is it impersonating a law enforcement officer, Corporal Ramsey?
Because I need money to get it. It's expensive.
Listen to me.
I'm asking you.
I told you I'm gonna be completely honest with you, right? So give me that opportunity. That's what we're gonna go back to operations, so I can show you everything. So it's not like you gotta wait. Listen to me. I know how frustrating it is when somebody says you've done something and you have to wait until the order to get into discovery, or you have to wait until trial comes to see what the evidence is. I'm gonna show it all to you today, okay? I'm gonna give you the opportunity to look at it all today.
Is it just me or is it all my guys?
I'll explain all that.
No. Listen, be honest.
I do qualify. Yeah, I have health insurance.
Man,
I'm telling you.
But co-payments are expensive.
I'm not. I'm gonna explain
don't
all.
mess with my guys.
Hey,
I'm gonna
T-Rex.
explain it all to you. I straight up
Corporal
told you.
Ramsey,
Okay.
please don't mess with my guys.
Okay.
You guys don't mess with my guys.
All right.
Come on, man. They didn't do anything.
Okay.
They just do their job.
Okay. Well, and that's what we're gonna talk about. So this will be your opportunity to explain.
All right, Neil.
Fucking been on this forever, man. Hey, you've been fucking with me since Hemi was in office. Come on,
I have not been doing that with you, but okay.
come on, Ramsey. You know we're not out there acting like cops.
Okay.
Because we're doing penal escorts.
It's fun out here. Let's do it in the air conditioning room where I can show you stuff. Okay. Don't you want to see what I have?
I want to see where I say to somebody I'm a cop.
Okay.
Or pull over.
I'm gonna do that.
Come on, that's impossible.
Okay. All right. Well, give me the opportunity. But let's not debate it out here on the side of the road. We'll do it in the room. Okay. That way you have your opportunity to tell me whatever it is you have. You can explain about it.
I don't have employees.
Okay. Well, then we'll be able to clear all that
They're
up.
all independent contractors.
Okay. Well, we'll be able to clear all that up. Sergeant Cole, got somebody on the way. Okay. Okay.
Can I make
I'll chat if there's stuff to talk about.
My word on it, okay? It's not gonna be right at the moment, but I am gonna let you, okay? I promise that.
I don't chat to myself. Well, I do, but you know what I'm saying.
Come on, listen. You do your job every day. You go out.
It's not
That's
continuous.
all I'm doing. That's all I'm doing.
Let's be real.
Yeah, it's cold.
Okay.
Okay. I
The
am.
wind vortex has been crazy.
You don't want to go fucking arrest somebody or hold somebody over.
Okay. Give me the opportunity to stop asking you. Let me get you. Let me get you out and sit
Because
down.
you're
I
going
can
to
show
sit there
you.
and tell me some bullshit wearing a uniform and you direct traffic.
I promise I'm not gonna do this to you. I promise you I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I'm gonna show you everything you have.
Yeah, I always want something. What can I say?
Well, let's see, man. Because now you get to see it now instead of later. I'm not gonna stick you like that. Okay? I'm gonna be straight up and honest with you.
But hey,
Because you
y'all
can't do
want
it
me to
without
be
getting
on
heat.
Ozempic? Well, help me get it.
You can't do it without getting heat. It's too hot. You don't have the guts to sit down, lay out and stuff there. So give me the opportunity. Unfortunately, I don't have a cage in my car and I can't transport you. Otherwise, I'd just take you in my car and go right here.
You guys can take your guts off. I'll drive there myself.
I believe you would.
Yeah.
I have no doubt you would, but I can't do that.
Oh, nice.
You know I'm not that person. You just don't like that we're doing that.
That has nothing to do with it. That has nothing to do with it. Give me the opportunity to show you. And you tell me.
Well, maybe not for you.
Okay? Not making it up on me, guys.
No, I haven't tried them yet. I don't go to Taco Bell.
I've never. You have on video that I'm pulling somebody over.
Yeah, sir, it really isn't the
I want to
same.
get you out here on the side of the road. It's hot. I want to get you in where we're both comfortable. Where it's both a glass of water or a bottle of water or whatever.
You have my cuts on you?
I'll take them off when we get there. I'm okay with that. I can't take them off out here. You know that. You know how that works.
I saw these guys fucking at the 408 or at the turnpike. I knew right away
Knew what?
that you guys were stopping me, and they're taxable. I already knew.
So why did you go 90 miles an
I
hour?
wasn't doing 90. I was doing 85 with everybody fucking else on the road.
They take a little bit off, but it ain't
I
much.
stopped for a woman that got a goddamn raccoon crossing out from under the car.
Did she hit it?
No, she ran it over, but it was alive, and she stopped, and I turned my rear lights on, and I saw them behind me. I even called my wife 3 times to let her know to come get me. Because I knew you were coming to arrest me. What are you for? Put the fucking time in. You got me, son.
No. We're gonna have to talk here in a second. Yeah. I'm gonna get personal for you. I'm gonna do this. Hold on. Okay, good. All right. Hold on one second. You want to know about putting you in the room here?
You can if you have health insurance.
Okay, good. Well, we do then. Okay.
It's illegal. I've tried.
Okay. Okay. I'll show you. Not anything about that, sir.
Tipping I like you and self-discipline.
I appreciate that. It was nothing but polite and courtesy, right? Hey, I left these on super loose,
Wow,
okay?
good for you, Crystal.
Yeah, I'm not denying that.
If we're going to go by shit, then this is going to cost me so much money.
Listen, that's not our
Hey,
choice.
what's up?
That's not our choice. That's why you asked. If you can have somebody here quick,
I can have somebody here
but
quick.
20 minutes is not, and our policy says you can't leave it parked on side road because we're responsible for it. As soon as we pull away, if somebody hits it, then the sheriff's office is responsible. So that's our policy. We don't have a choice here. I'm gonna have you sit. I'm just open the back of my door and have you sit in there, okay? And maybe it's 8 minutes later.
Yep, that's fine. Sit down.
No, man. I'm sitting down to get some air.
Thank you for the rose.
So if I do this,
I can put it out there. You don't have to put screen in there. You can even know. Unless you want to screen in there. Just trying to get some air on it. See, now I can feel a little bit of air coming on me. It's good water.
Right. Nope, I'm not sleeping. Hey, Kate. Not much, just sitting here.
Okay. Never try to pull any kind of crap into my house. I'm being pretty honest with you, right? That's why I'm giving you this opportunity. I don't have to.
Then you know that
So
if I'm not pulling things over your eyes, then
then
you know that
I
I'm
want
not a
you to
person.
see, listen to me, I want you to see what I have, and then you tell me if I'm incorrect or correct. That's all. But I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt and trying to show you everything and give you the opportunity. I don't have to. But I believe in my heart it's the right thing to do because you've always been straight up with me.
Then why didn't you guys call me in and sit
That
down?
wasn't, listen, that wasn't my call. I have no control over any of that.
Oh, nice. What video game are you playing?
If you want, you can slide up in there a little more if it's more comfortable.
No, no snow.
Is that a little better?
Well, I was curious because one of these trucks is already broke open, and I put
One of y'all mind turning the truck off?
turning off.
Yeah, thank you. See?
Okay, there's no power off or anything like that. You turn your car off automatically while?
No.
Okay, because I was saying, if your door gets shut, I don't know what to keep the car.
You don't have any
Yeah, I have
insurance?
insurance.
No, the guy that I have working for me, his car has AC.
That's gotta be miserable driving around in the heat.
It has been, but I got to do what I got to do because I need to keep it running, and I have to keep it running because I'm already spending so much money. I just paid for my other son's funeral. You guys are stoked, yeah?
I do. I didn't know you had kids. I'm sorry to hear that. Big time?
Yeah, it's awesome. I'm very good.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. That's gotta be very difficult.
It is, especially since it's the second one.
How
No.
long ago was that?
First one was August 30th of last year, and then the second one was 3 months ago.
Now, did she go to full term or?
She was months on the first one, and 6.5 on the second.
Wow. Sorry to hear that. That's gotta be very traumatizing for a mother.
Come on, man. What were we doing? Funeral, right?
I had pizza and chicken fingers.
Listen.
Come on.
So now we're gonna talk about. You tell me what you see, and we'll go from there.
Listen, I've
I'm
asked
giving you the
over and over to
opportunity.
have meetings and tell us what you want us to do, other than Sergeant Biddler. I love him to death, but dressing like a construction worker isn't the answer. But I mean, if you guys are to sat us down, I mean, you know what? You
Yeah.
guys sat us down last time and said we don't want you to wear white shirts. We didn't wear white shirts. You know, we wore the yellow and the gray. You know, you guys said put the orange on. Like, I mean, Jesus Christ, you were there when the judge ordered me to put orange on the lights. Come on, man. I've been doing everything you guys asked. The only thing I won't do is not stay in the intersection. And every judge has
Oh,
backed us
nice.
up on that. Every judge, every time we've gone in front of a judge, they've backed us up on that. And you know that.
Okay.
Come on, man. Don't go crazy. Don't.
I
No
listen.
kids.
I do, and we've talked about this. Okay, listen. We've talked about that. So I'm telling you, give me the opportunity to show you, and then you can say all this, okay? Until then, you don't know. Just relax. I know it's hard to say to relax in
I
the
can't.
position you're in,
But
but
that's
just
the
try
thing
to
is,
relax.
I know, because I'm not, sir.
Then when I show you the paperwork and stuff I have, then you'll be like, okay, see, I told you so.
I don't
I'll
go
eat my
around
sandwich.
telling people I'm a cop.
I know. I'll eat my sandwich. Okay? I'll eat my sandwich. But let's get to that point, okay? I just don't understand. I don't tell people I'm a cop. You don't tell people we're cops. You don't. I don't. Okay. Hey, did one of y'all watching? It flew up on my head, right? And I get a little sketchy because it was shaky. So I put the tag on there. We can run the tag, get it in. Yeah. I'll get it right now. Just want to confirm it. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm not sure what you're talking about there. No evidence has been planted in your truck. You know, on your heart. Listen, I'm not in your job to play you. Right? You know, locking me up, trying to you're good at court to fight.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm playing a game.
Will you allow
You
me to
never
do
tell me
that?
what video game you're going to be playing.
Okay, then will you tell me? Whatever it is. I mean, you're telling me that I'm incorrect. Then will you tell me if I'm correct or incorrect then? Will you be honest with me?
I'm not half asleep.
So yes,
No, I got lots of things on my mind.
I sit
Oh, never heard of it.
there like had a car seat when I could have had a car seat in the wall. You know? Have you ever let me ask you, do you think I'm mad at you?
No,
Okay. I just want to make sure you know I'm not.
no, I don't think. The only thing that I'm gonna be
Thank you for the rose.
weirded out with the Edward has done is escort.
I don't talk to people outside of escorts. I don't deal with people outside of escorts. Okay. You know, my wife preferred it. I just don't.
Thank you. 25.
How many cars are you telling me today? Yesterday I did 6. The day before I did 6. Want me to hold on to that seat for you until we get there? Put it in your bag. Bring it up with you, okay? Let me get the earbuds off you. We're not gonna let you take this. We're taking the ops upstairs investigation for one interview room. I'm gonna take your phone case too. It'll be in your bag with your phone, okay? Because that Martin swing you back around and get back up on 414, go easy to 414. You know, where the interview rooms are upstairs? Take them there. I gotta find my way up there. I don't know where they're out. If you park on the back side, okay, those double doors, the one. Oh, you got it.
All the publicity you've given me is only help. Turn the phone off. I hung it up anyhow. You're a K instructor. You have your G and K instructor license. So what are you talking about? You read the statute? What? Florida statute says if you're in uniform, you can carry it.
He's not working in a security company.
Huh?
He's not working in a security capacity, I believe.
You're not a security company? The only time that he can carry that weapon is when he's performing security services on the property that he's performing the services for. You're not a security company. He cannot open and carry a weapon. That's state statute. 490, okay, sorry, I hear what you're saying. I'm not arguing. Okay. 493 says that they're in uniform, they're allowed to open carry. Correct. For a security company, that's what his license for. His license allows him to carry for the security company that he's actively working for. You're not a security company. You're a business like FedEx. You're a business like the construction company with a flag on it. You're just a business with a business license to do export. That's all you are. You are not a security company. Correct? And correct. Okay. So by just that alone, he is not entitled to carry that weapon. It's working for you because you're not a security company. Okay. Then he's not carrying it. No, he was. They're arresting him. He's got a weapon. He's got an ass. You can't carry a weapon. That's a weapon. A ass is a weapon. The judge has already said that we can carry mace and baton in plain view as long as it's in plain view. The judge said that in Orange County. Okay. We went in front because Corporal Ramsey took my mace and baton and handcuffs. And the judge returned him and said that we can carry openly baton, mace, and handcuffs. All right, we'll see you this time.
Hey, Smith. Smith.
They're arresting all of us on computer, every single one of us. Rania, what do you think, Rania? Rania, I don't have time for this. What are you talking? Listen, I don't. Rania,
Hey, Smith.
I gotta go. I gotta go.
She said that their phone only came here that she said it.
Diego, listen, I need you to tell them here they're arresting all of my guys and they're possibly going to arrest me. We just did a funeral escort and they're saying that we can't wear what we're doing and wearing. And all the police is arresting all my guys right now. One is Victor Perez. One is Stephen Negron. One is Randall something. Stephen Negron, Randall something or other, and Victor Perez. And they're probably going to arrest me. And I don't know why. We're doing a funeral escort. They're saying that they can't have weapons. But we're not carrying weapons. We're carrying mace and baton. So, call them here, please.
Pepper spray allowed?
Yeah. nothing. Well, we were dealing with Jim Lester, and often the police officers try to run the guys over, and now they're covering these guys up. Yes, sir.
The only one that's going down.
Okay. Ed, you gotta be on your glasses. All right, so listen up. State Farm was trying to charge me $197 for car insurance. No, thank you. I got.
How you doing, Sheriff?
Good, very good.
Good. Hi,
Hey,
Lieutenant
bust my
Corey
guy's
Mackey.
balls.
What's that? Who's busting what?
Gonna change his tire.
Okay. Just to let you know, we came down to this.
Yeah.
We are recording, just so you know.
Yeah.
What happened?
I was coming around the corner, I popped the tire.
Do you know where? We're trying to.
Right
we were
here.
looking to see where you were in the casino and everything, and
It's all good.
it's all good.
Change the tire.
Okay.
Okay?
All right. The problem is, hang on for a second. Were you the one driving it?
No.
You weren't driving it?
No.
Okay. Who was driving you?
A friend of mine.
A friend of yours? He's in the casino now?
Yep.
Okay, we'll see that too. All right, but I need you to stay here for a second. All right, sir. None of us wants to be involved in this. All right, but I can
Okay.
smell. I can smell alcohol
Yeah,
coming
yeah,
from your breath.
100%.
I've got this right here.
Yeah.
Everything's on camera. I got to take it by the
Just let him
numbers.
say, change the tire.
I got to take it by the numbers. We're going to review. If your friend in there was driving, as you say, we'll see that on the camera. I can go talk to him. Everything will be good. All right? What's that? Okay. All right, sit tight. All right. Yeah, that's fine.
I got right here. It's good, guys. What's the big deal?
Once you're off the phone, I'm waiting for a few more people to get here. And,
Oh, nice. Sounds
we'll
good.
talk it through. Okay, I'm just waiting for the field OIC to come down. All right. Once the field OIC is down here, we'll talk it through. Okay.
Seriously? Okay. I'll tell you what. Leave the car here. Leave it.
Nope, sir. Sir, I'm gonna ask you to stay here, stay put. All right.
Why?
Till we figure this out. Because based on what I'm seeing here
Yeah.
and smelling alcohol in your breath, I'm gonna have to do an investigation through this. Okay.
Okay.
All right. And if everything is fine, you know, if it
Yeah.
determines that there's no.
Change the tire.
No, he's not changing the tire right now.
Let me tell you
Absolutely not.
something. You can change the tire.
He's not changing the tire yet.
Yeah. Okay. Want to go down that road, huh? Okay.
I want to take everything right by the number. Okay. By the numbers and by the books, sir.
That's what we do.
That's correct.
Yep.
All right. And if at the end of it everything is good.
Stop turning towards me.
Oh, sir, just stand over here for me, all right?
I'm not
Please.
going to go back in the fucking...
No, you're not going back in the casino. All right, sir. Sir, I understand you are the sheriff. I respect that immensely. But right now I'm conducting an investigation, okay? I need you to stay here and follow the directions,
100%.
okay? All right?
You can't pop the tire, huh?
What's that?
You can't pop a
You're
tire.
not going to be able to put a tire on that rim anyways. That rim is completely and utterly destroyed.
I got my guy.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Where, do you know where you ran
Yes, I
something
do.
over? Where was it?
Right up on the corner. And I took the turn.
Took the turn into here?
Yep.
Okay. There looks like there's a plant on there. Was there a plant that
Might have been.
might have been?
I don't know.
But that's where it was. So the remnants of the tires should
Yep.
be down. Should be down
I
that
don't
way. You don't
I have
know?
no idea.
Okay. Can I ask you where you're coming from today?
Springfield Country Club.
Springfield Country Club?
Yeah.
All right. The golf tournament?
No.
No, we're just there.
I was there playing golf.
We're there playing golf. Okay.
Yeah. What are you waiting for?
I'm waiting for another one of my supervisors so we can have two people here, okay?
Good.
All right. That way everything's
No,
recorded,
it's all
everything's
good.
protected,
It's all
everything's
good.
going to be
It's
nice
all
and
good.
easy,
Yeah.
okay, sir?
It's all good.
All right. Officer Cotto. Can you head down to the corner at East Columbus and just see if there's any remnants of the tire there at all? That's where you were and there was nothing there?
The right
May not be where you hit it? Okay.
That's where I hit it, but
Okay. Did you, after turning in here and hitting it, did you drive anywhere else where we could find the
No.
tire?
no.
No? So, okay, I'm just saying, the tire should be somewhere between
Yes,
where
a
that
little
was
more.
hit and here.
Yeah,
Okay.
a little more.
Just do me a favor one more time. Just walk down there and then walk the whole way back
Okay.
to see if we can find the tire.
Ever since Bob and Sheila retired, they've been looking for ways to spice up their dinner plans.
Appreciate your understanding. Someone coming over from Okay. We're gonna take a walk over where we're a little bit out of sight. Okay? No. How much you had to drink tonight, sir? Couple beers.
Keep recording me. We're not going nowhere.
Okay. I'd like to ask you to do field sobriety.
Nope, not gonna happen.
Not gonna happen?
I'm not driving. Yeah, field sobriety for what?
Well, you drove in.
That was a long time ago. What's up, Nikki? I'm by my car. Nope. No, it's all good. Yep. All right, bye.
Now, security right inside if you need to address something there.
Where the Mass Mutual Center is.
It's across the street on the other side of the casino. Yeah. All right. Can you stand with him for a second?
Sure.
Hey, Don.
When corrupt cops get caught, the fallout is fast and fierce. These officers thought they were untouchable until they were fired right on the spot. Just like this cop who thought he could talk his way through a live interview.
Yes, ma'am. I don't need any help at the moment, ma'am.
Okay, you cannot be here if you're not here to see anyone for parole.
There's a sign that says for visitors. I'm here to do a FOIL request for some public documents.
Are you recording?
I'm taking some pictures and video.
You cannot do that.
Why can't I do that? There was a lot of signs out front. None of them said that there was no pictures or videos allowed.
The receptionist wasted no time in passing her judgment, insisting that recording was prohibited. Reyes, however, was not going to give up his constitutional rights so easily.
So I will ask you to leave because we cannot have any filming in here.
So the only reason you're asking me to leave is because I'm recording?
Am I making myself clear?
Ma'am, you are very clear. I can hear you perfectly fine. You're not my parole officer. I don't have a parole officer, and you don't have no authority over me. So I would ask that you de-escalate a little bit and talk to me with some respect, the same way I've been talking to you with respect, ma'am. Do I make myself clear? Is that talking to somebody with respect, ma'am?
The receptionist overstepped her bounds, but upon realizing Reyes wasn't backing down, she escalated the situation by calling parole officers.
Hey, how are you?
So this gentleman is requesting for a FOIL.
I'm just taking some pictures and video in publicly accessible areas, sir. May I get your name? I'm trespassing? How am I trespassing? This is a public lobby. Can I just get your names and badge numbers?
If you're not on parole and you have no business here.
The parole officers were caught off guard by Reyes' assertiveness, as their expressions showed their lack of competence.
What's your business?
I'm an independent journalist. I'm working on a story. This is a publicly accessible area. This is a lobby. I'm working on a story on the New York State Department of Correction and Community Supervision.
They have a unit.
Good, and yours?
If you want information from DOCCS, that they can provide that to you.
Oh, I'm sure they do have a unit that provides information. I just like to go randomly and unexpectedly to public offices and publicly accessible offices and conduct my investigation.
The officers only worsened the situation, with one displaying an undeniable ego as Reyes posed his next question.
Can I get your names and badge numbers?
Preston, 1939.
What would you say, sir?
Preston, 19.
Preston? And your name?
I'm P.O. Woodward, 9.
You're the one that said I was trespassing. I'd like to know who says I'm trespassing. Why would that? Are you a public servant? Do you work for the public, sir? So why acknowledge yourself?
Reyes realized that he was up against a group of tyrants, and the situation showed no signs of improving anytime soon.
Well, you don't know who anybody is until you meet them, and you just met me. So you're not going to provide your name? Are you a supervisor here?
No.
None of you are supervisors? Can I speak to a supervisor?
They went to go get it.
After a wait, the receptionist returned with the supervisor, who proved to be just as rude and uncooperative as the rest of the staff.
Well, the door was wide open. Hey, sir, how are you? Hey, how are you? Are you a supervisor here?
Yes, sir.
Hi, nice to meet you. My name is Sean. I'm an independent journalist. I don't have any identification on me, and I wouldn't hand it over if I did.
What's the purpose of your visit?
So I'm an independent journalist. My name is Sean. I'm here to exercise my First Amendment right, just to gather some information. I'm working on a story on the New York State Department of Corrections.
The supervisor insisted on obtaining Reyes' ID, despite lacking any valid reason for such a request. At this juncture, the situation was growing increasingly challenging.
I wasn't aware that I need to carry ID, sir.
You are in a government building, a law enforcement building. Do you have identification?
I wasn't aware I was obligated to carry identification, sir.
Do you have identification?
No, and if I did, I wouldn't give it to you. No, and if I did, I wouldn't give it to you, sir. I haven't broken any laws.
The supervisor disappeared momentarily, only to reappear with a clear agenda, showing no regard for fairness or reason.
Do you have identification with you?
You asked me that several times already, sir, and I don't, and if I did, I wouldn't give it to you.
You have no legitimate purpose to be here. You need to exit this space. You must stand outside. Otherwise, you will be arrested.
For what?
Okay? Trespass.
This is a public
You
building.
have no legitimate business here. Please leave.
My legitimate business is asking questions of government officials. I'm here to ask
You do not
questions.
speak to the media. I can give you a number that you can call.
Reyes found himself being trespassed from a public building, a clear indication of the corrupt supervisor's lack of understanding of the law. This was just the beginning of the escalating tyranny.
Please.
Okay, so can you give me the number?
Please exit the building.
All right, I'm just gonna take some pictures of these publicly accessible.
I need you to exit the building.
Sir, this is a small lobby. I'm just here to grab some content for my story, and then I'll be on my way, okay?
I need you to leave the building.
And I will, as soon as I'm done conducting my lawful business, sir.
You have no lawful business here.
I do, sir.
No. You have not produced identification as requested by me. I'm the supervisor in this building.
I don't have to provide you identification.
Okay, then you have to leave.
With each passing minute, the supervisor's hostility grew, and his demeanor indicated his intellectual defeat at the hands of the auditor.
Matt is on the phone right now.
There's no need to waste law enforcement's time.
Please exit the building.
This is a constitutionally protected activity.
You have to leave.
Are you law enforcement?
Yes.
You're in law enforcement?
Yes. Please exit the building. You have no legitimate...
So you're saying if I don't exit the building, you're going to arrest me?
You will be arrested. Please exit the building.
And your name is?
My name is Officer Koshin.
Koshin? Officer Koshin. All right, officer. Your name, Koshin, will be on the federal civil rights lawsuit, okay?
However, Reyes had one final task before he could leave the building, and without hesitation, he pressed forward to request it.
And your name?
You have refused to...
And your name?
Any documentation...
I'm asking one of your officers for their name, and they're not providing their name.
I have to answer you. Please leave.
All right, we'll figure out who he is.
Identification, you'll be more than happy to talk to me.
So because I don't have identification, you're not going to talk to me?
Please leave.
Sean Reyes was furious witnessing such treatment, and at that moment, he resolved to give them one final lesson on the law.
This is ridiculous. This is a small lobby. This is a small public lobby. I've already seen everything that I can see. This is ridiculous for you to be acting this way, and for your officers to be acting this way, especially her. Do I make myself clear over there? Because that's not the way you treat members of the public. I don't care if they're on parole or not. Do you understand me? Okay, great. I'll wait for law enforcement to come and we'll talk to them, okay?
I'm law enforcement as myself, so I'm at
Then you are in direct violation of your oath that you took to uphold the United States Constitution, sir. Yes, you are. I'll wait for law enforcement to come and I'll speak to them and see what they have to say about this. Because you're violating my constitutional rights right now, sir. That's what you're doing. And your other officers here are being unprofessional, which makes sense because you're their supervisor, right?
As he was almost forced to exit the building, Sean Reyes ended up calling the New Rochelle Police Department for intervention. As he waited outside, a couple of officers arrived on the scene.
How are you doing today? You mind if I get your name and badge number, sir?
Cruz 1013.
Cruz 1013. Thank you. Hi, ma'am. And your name and badge number, please? Duncan 1049. Thank you. Thank you. So I guess we were called here just because I'm filming in publicly accessible areas of this facility and around. I'm an independent journalist. My name's Sean. I'm working on a story for the Department of Corrections. Said I would wait out here until you guys came to see what you guys had to say about it. All right? Yeah, sure. No problem. Okay, yeah, no problem. No problem.
The officers went inside the corrections facility, and Reyes once again waited outside for a resolution, hoping the officers would bring some kind of justice.
So we're going to be able to get all the body camera footage. Hey, Sarge, how are you? You mind if I get your name and badge number, Sergeant?
Sure, 34.
34, Murphy? Thank you, Sergeant. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Moments later, the sergeant arrived, and they all disappeared inside to discuss the situation. After a brief time, they emerged, presenting a statement and logic that would leave you puzzled and confused.
Right. So I'm just trying to find out what's your reason. What are you doing to be exact?
Oh, so my name is Sean. I'm an independent journalist. I'm just gathering content in publicly accessible areas for a story I'm working on.
Are you aware that this is a private property?
This isn't private property. This is public property.
As far as I'm concerned, it was told by Mr. Barry Jacobson, the owner of this property. It's a private property, so I'm just trying to find out right now, did he give you permission to video record?
Barry Jacobson?
Yes.
A private individual?
He's the owner of this building.
The officer came out claiming that the building was owned by a private individual and had another concerning thing to say.
This is the section out to the New York State Department of Corrections, Community Supervision?
There's two companies inside this building.
Okay.
The Department of Corrections, and what is it called?
Like a drug rehab?
Yes, they found Mr. Barry Jacobson in the building. We called him. We asked him if he had given anyone any permission to be on this property for right now. to be video recording. He said no, he didn't give anyone any permission, but he would like to know who's out here.
However, it was evident that the officers were overlooking something crucial, and once again, Reyes proved himself to be well-versed in the law.
Technically, if a government agency is leasing the property, it then becomes under the government agency's control for as far as publicly accessible areas. It's a government agency, it's funded by taxpayers. But if someone else owns this property and they don't want me here, that's fine. I don't need permission to be here. There's no restricted area signs. There's no keep out private property signs. So there's no way of me knowing that. So I have every right to be here currently. If the owner of the property doesn't want me here, that's a different story.
Reyes was indeed correct. When a private building is leased to the government, it no longer retains its private status and becomes a public building. Despite this, Reyes decided to call it a day.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Have a great day, okay? Take care. Stay safe out there. Thanks for not violating my rights today. You wouldn't do that? Great. Thanks, Sarge.
Sean's stance was undeniably correct, as the parole officers showed a lack of respect and blatantly violated his rights. Sean mentioned the possibility of filing a lawsuit against them, although, as of now, there is no evidence of such action being taken. These officers indeed overstepped their bounds, but what this next officer did was utterly disgraceful, bringing shame upon law enforcement.
Why don't you sign? I'll explain everything to you.
You won't explain it to me before I sign it? That seems a little unfair, don't you think?
In January 2024, YouTuber and exotic car enthusiast Damon Fryer was cruising down the road with his friend in his blue Lamborghini when a police officer pulled him over. Shortly after, the officer approached Damon to initiate a conversation.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, it's loud, isn't it? There you go.
For the registration and insurance.
Yeah, it's right here.
The officer took Damon's license for a few minutes, but returned empty-handed, then proceeded to demand something else.
Hey, should they use something like to be Jarvis?
Pardon me?
It's not taking the British Columbia.
What's that?
It's not taking this for some reason.
What do you mean?
Sure, Huntington Beach address or no?
I don't have a Huntington Beach address.
Okay.
I have my Canadian address. What's the issue?
Yeah, it doesn't not take that. This is all computers. I should do a paper one.
No, but what's the issue with the car? What's the issue with the car?
A loud exhaust.
Yeah, but it's not from here.
The officer appeared to have prior knowledge of Damon even before the stop, leading to a surprising discovery that would completely alter the perspective of the encounter.
Can I use your Huntington Beach address? So he knows who we are.
Yeah, because right now he has your ID with your Canadian license. Like, there's nothing that says
Water.
on it.
No. Officer? I think this officer is, and it is. Remember the guy who yelled at me and told me not to think?
Don't think. That's when people get into trouble, when they start thinking. You understand?
Really?
So, you know,
Don't
you
think.
never gave me.
That's your advice. Don't think.
Okay, yeah, don't think.
Is that him?
That's him.
No.
That's it.
Oh, so we're in Costa Mesa right now, then?
Yeah, still.
Damon quickly realized that he had a history with this officer, and it became increasingly clear the stop was nothing more than personal.
And that was pretty funny. He's like, can I use your Huntington Beach address?
Interesting, because that's not on your license. How do
I
you
was like, well, I don't have a Huntington Beach address. And I don't when it comes to this car. This car is registered to our address in Alberta. Sorry, me?
What color is your hair?
It's brown.
What color are your eyes?
Green.
How tall are you?
6 foot.
And your weight?
My weight?
Well, it's the new year, so it's a new me. I'm trying to get down. I think I'm 215.
The officer reverted to issuing a paper ticket since he couldn't retrieve Damon's Canadian address from the iPad. At this point, Damon posed a straightforward question, to which the officer had no answer.
So,
Let me see the registration.
yeah, sure. So what's the issue with the car being a bit louder? It's from Canada, so it's a tourist car. It's not from here.
There's nothing wrong with me.
So what would the ticket be for?
Which model is this?
It's a Murcielago.
The officer blatantly ignored Damon's questions, displaying a sense of entitlement that suggested he felt above being questioned. Undeterred, Damon posed another question, this time about their earlier confrontation.
So what was interesting was you said, can you use my Huntington Beach address? I don't understand that.
Is this vehicle registered to you?
It's registered to the corporation in Alberta. So it's an Alberta car. It's got Alberta plates. You saw that, right? Well, you know now it's got Alberta registration, yeah? Pardon me?
This is part of the company.
Yes.
The officer showed no inclination to answer Damon's questions, and even refused to provide a reason for issuing the ticket.
So what's the issue though? Like an out-of-state car driving here is just like a noise violation? What's the ticket for? What's the ticket for?
I'll show you when I get done with this.
Oh, okay.
Is that admitting guilt? I need you to sign here.
Yeah, so what's the ticket for?
Once you sign, I'll explain everything to you.
You won't explain it to me before I sign it? That seems a little unfair, don't you think?
Loud enough here.
Pardon me?
Loud enough here.
What? So, I don't understand though, I want to know the law. So, how is it that the law is...
Please sign here, because you're kind of, Damon grew increasingly frustrated with the officer's lack of response, but the officer remained indifferent and unapologetic, persisting with the same dismissive attitude.
So, what's the ticket for? Does it... No, I understand that. So, is it a fine, or do I...
I'm warning you on the speed.
Sorry, you're warning me on the what? Yes, I'll sign it, but I need you to explain to me what the...
Hold it right now, okay? You had the line like you just did.
No, I understand, but you're asking me to sign something I don't understand.
Another officer had to come over to the scene, and both of them talked to him demanding an explanation for the stop.
Can you explain the ticket to me?
He's asking me to sign but not saying what the ticket's for. He's asking questions but he's not explaining it.
I just got here, so I have no idea why he pulled you over. I literally just driving down the street, saw he's out here, so I just...
Appreciate that. Maybe go talk to him because now he's walked away.
I just want to know what I'm signing. He won't explain it to me.
Meanwhile, the primary officer returned, but despite Damon's persistent inquiries about the reason for the arrest, it appeared that the officer had no interest in communicating.
I just want to know what the ticket's for. You're saying loud exhaust, but I want to know, like, okay, so is it a fine? I don't understand.
The court handles that.
No, I understand the court handles that, but I need to understand, if you're pulling me over, why have I done anything wrong if I'm from another country? Like, my car is legally allowed to be here. When I come here, I'm not told it can't be a certain loudness, it can't be a certain thing. So you're saying something's wrong with my car, I did something wrong, and I'm asking you, okay, can you turn the radio down a little?
So I can hear it. Hold on, I can't hear.
It's hard to have a conversation with you if you want to give me a ticket for something.
The situation grew increasingly tense as the officer stubbornly refused to provide any reasoning, adding to the frustration. Damon remained unsure of what he had done wrong.
Are Canadian cars not allowed to come here? Really? Like, you're not going to answer any of my questions? So I'm reading right here, code, loud muffler, speed visual estimation. So what's the speed visual estimation? What, pardon me? Well, you just said that you're writing me a ticket for a loud exhaust, but now you're saying there's a speed thing on here. So you're trying to sneak something else on here, and you're trying to get me to sign something.
Seeing the confrontation reach a dead end, Damon decided to take the most sensible course of action available at the time. Where do we draw the line at this point? Speeding and loud exhaust.
Well, you just said just loud exhaust.
I mean, he's delaying my duties right now. You have until the 25th of March to take care of this. The officer was later identified as Officer Torres, and his demeanor throughout the altercation was entirely unprofessional. That's why Damon decided to head over to the Costa Mesa Police Department to file a complaint.
I just had a traffic situation with Officer Torres. Okay. Officer Torres and I have had history. Okay. He pulled me over today, explained that he pulled me over for loud muffling.
The officer showed much more empathy and patiently listened as Damon explained the bizarre treatment he received from Officer Torres.
He knew the car, knew who I was before he even pulled me over. Is there no information on my driver's license or on my car
that would suggest that I have a Huntington Beach address down here. Okay. So right away, he's basically telling me indirectly, I know who you are. I know your car's down here at this location. At some point. Very, very good assumption, right? Okay. So he's essentially targeting me on some level. And then on top of all that, he wrote on the ticket when he was trying to get me to sign it that I was speeding, a visual estimate, which he wouldn't verbally tell me what the ticket was all for. I could see there was a whole bunch of stuff on it. He was holding it up higher, so I couldn't really see. Like, he wasn't holding it like this, he was holding it like this. Kept trying to get me to sign it.
Damon found himself backed into a corner as he explained how Officer Torres had an entirely different motive behind issuing the ticket.
He's targeting me. So I don't know if it falls into the harassment category because I haven't seen him in years, but he knows who I am. Like, he personally targeted my vehicle today.
Thank you.
What's your name?
So, prior to stopping you, I guess what I'm trying to understand is what you're alleging is that prior to stopping you, he knew that it was you behind the wheel of the car?
Moving on. We have this ignorant police chief who is ruining his 32-year legacy.
I am not the police, okay? I came here with the ambulance. I want to make sure you're okay. I came here with the ambulance. Oh, shit. Make sure you're okay.
Chief Leonard Guida, who had arrived uninvited, pulled over one of the sergeants working over the case and initiated a bizarre argument.
What's on the back? Look at the color it's on the back. It's washed off. Yeah, and get rid of it. Okay. That's it. Okay, so.
I just took a blue chew. Sir, that one is guaranteed to work every single time. If you know, you know. And if you don't know, then I'll tell you right now, blue chew is a test.
How do you want this TWI, okay?
The chief embarrassed the poor sergeant in front of all the cops, just on a matter of his jacket. However, the chief had no idea who he was up against, as he was about to learn the hard way.
Chief, I'm on a DWI. Chief, I'm on a DWI. Get over. I'm on a DWI. Chief, I'm working. I don't have time to argue about a jacket, okay? Don't touch me. Don't you touch me. You touch me. You got a problem? Now get out of here.
Seeing the heated situation, a couple of officers also joined in as they tried to hold down the ignorant chief. The sergeant, however, was still not done with him, as he made sure to let his feelings known.
No, you're going to go in. Get out of here. Chief, get out of here or you're going to get locked up. Chief, you're going to get locked up. You branded me. I asked you 3 times in your morning. You're obstructing my DWI. Let me go.
Chief Leonard was still persistent in making matters worse for the sergeant as he pulled him over once again. This time, the conversation was even more hilarious.
You're going to have to go inside. No, how about we do this? How about we go inside? You're going to have to go inside right now with me. You're going to have to go inside and look at a serious collision. Billy, you're not doing anything when I'm on the scene. Okay? You should know better than this, my friend. Listen, no, I said, I'm over here. I don't understand. Come with me. Come with me. I'm not going to. I have an approach to work. Billy, I have a job to do. You're relieved. Billy, you're relieved. You're relieved. No. Billy, you have to understand. You're relieved. Billy, you're relieved. Go in the headquarters and wait for me.
The chief had no regard for the sergeant and the case he was dealing with as he kept on issuing confusing and unlawful demands. Sergeant William kept on explaining that he had a crash to work on and remained clear of his duties. However, the chief had too much to drink that night and shamelessly ridiculed the law as he passed on his judgment in the middle of the case.
Answer my question. No, we will leave. I have officers here.